So I was able to get 80 bucks real quick for that laptop, which I'll have to come back in 2 weeks to get it, which will cost me like 96 bucks, basically 100 bucks. So they made 20 bucks off of me, 16 bucks off of me for loaning me 80 bucks in a sense. I had to do it. I had to get money. I had to get gas, food for my cat. I didn't want to do it, but I didn't sell it. I just pawned it. So I still have it. I have other machines. I still have the camera. I still can do stuff. That guy is going to be coming to get that truck hopefully. So I stopped at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. If you've never been here, I mentioned before, you gotta come here, man. If you're in the States, you gotta stop at this place, Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Good stuff, cheap. They buy everything at wholesale. I was able to get her real cat food. Actual fucking this shit, which is, it's real cat food. It's real meat and real gravy. Fucking, it's not that fake shit. And she loves it. She likes it. It's the first time she's had it. And I got these 2 bowls, and they're heavy. I needed 2 bowls for her, one for her food and one for her water. And the last bowl, the 2 Tupperwares that I had, they were too light, and she would like step on them and they'd flip over. So I got these ones because they were weighted down, so when she puts her paws on them and stuff, they don't flip over as much. Which I'm kind of trying to let her enjoy herself and eat. Good morning, baby. I literally just woke her up. I told her time for food, and she woke right up, hopped right up. She knew. She was hungry last night. She kept on waking me up last night looking for food, like whining, and I didn't have nothing for her. Nor could I get anything for her. Let me clean your eyes, stupid. The only time she got up this morning though was to use the bathroom. I watched, dude, she watched her run, and like she knew she was gonna like piss herself. She fucking darted. She darted underneath this chair right to the fucking thing, pissed in there. Looked up at me like, why are you looking at me, fucker? Like, I'm trying to pee. I'm like, alright, dude, and I looked away, and it was funny because she went right back to sleep. She darted. It was weird. She darted right back to where she was, and went right back to sleep, like she wanted to go back to dream or something. This cat trips me out, man. She's hilarious. She pissed me off last night. Yeah, you fucker. Why are your eyes so gooky? It's probably because I gave her medication for 2 days. She's in pain. I gotta check her eye out, but I had to wake up myself, man. I just ate a fucking $1 Slim Jim, those little 4 Slim Jims, and I didn't peel the fucking skin like I should have, like the Slim Jim peeler. If you haven't met the Slim Jim peeler or know who the Slim Jim peeler is, you gotta go on my Facebook. You'll see who the Slim Jim peeler is. You better watch out for him, man. He'll take your Slim Jim and you'll peel it. So you better watch out. I'm serious. He'll rob you for your Slim Jims. It's pretty crazy, dude. I be on the lookout for him all the time, making sure I protect my Slim Jim. So I'm gonna go to Starbucks real quick. Then after I go to Starbucks, which I'm going to take you guys with me, we're going to go get the best tamale, whatever you want to say, call it. It's almost as good as Pozzoli, but it's the closest thing that reminds me of Mago. Also, it's the best tamales in this state. Now, a lot of people would disagree with me. Normally, I would tell you to go to Evie's Tamales, which I had been to a lot of tamales. I took Margarita around to get tamales. Margarita has never had these tamales, and I'm ashamed because I took her to Evie's, and Evie's, she liked Evie's. She said Evie's was the closest to what she has down in Mexico. And I know what she was looking for because I've had it. And I haven't been able to find it, and I finally found it. And what's funny is it's not in Southwest Detroit, which that's where you would think you would find it. It's not, because I took her to Southwest Detroit when she was homesick and she wanted to be home. She was missing home, Mexico. So I brought her to Southwest Detroit, which is Mexican town. She was so happy with me. We fell in love, you know. That's when she realized who I was. I'm ashamed I didn't find this place until after we were ripped apart. So she does watch my Facebook. She does look at my Facebook. She does look at my YouTube. I know that for a fact. So I'm gonna take everyone to this place because it's a very special place. First, I'm gonna go get Starbucks. So we'll go get Starbucks. But this place is on Ford Road. It's in Garden City, Michigan, which it's called Super Mercado, which it's an actual Mexican style kind of store, grocery store, and that's the places I like to shop. I really don't, when I go, like if I go to Kroger's and stuff and places like that, it's usually for like necessity stuff, or because of, you know, it's there, it's close. If I have money or I have time, I'm gonna go to your mom and pop shops. I'm gonna go to all your family oriented type style places. It doesn't matter if it's a supermarket, a market, outdoor market, indoor market. It doesn't matter what country I'm in. I prefer the place to be personable and more family oriented. You're gonna get more for your money, you're gonna get better food, higher quality, and you get to experience the people. I'm a big people person. I love people. So, in this car, man, I love this car. So, I made a video, I posted a picture on Facebook. I told everyone to put Lucas Oil in the car, especially with these high revving motors. The reason why you want to go get heavy duty oil stabilizer from Lucas Oil is because if you take the gear and you look at the gear and you spin it, you can actually see how the oil doesn't make it to the top gear. What the oil stabilizer does is it basically allows the oil to stick to the sides and allows it to mesh between the gears and get in the bearings. It brings the engine back to life. It keeps engines that are new in good condition. It's the best thing for your motor. It also keeps your engine cooler. It keeps your engine to have more compression. It keeps it from having the oil blow by. You can hear it, you can feel it. As soon as I did the oil change and I used the whole bottle. I use 1 quart of it, basically the whole bottle when I do every oil change. Instead of whatever the oil change recommends, I minus 1 quart of it, and then I use the Lucas Oil instead. Which this car recommended that it took 4.5 quarts stock anyways on the internet, but people don't. If you don't know cars, you got to take into consideration that I have the supercharger on there, and that supercharger has to be fed oil. Then you have the oil cooler. Most likely this has an oil cooler. I haven't even looked to see if there is one on there, which if there isn't, it needs to have one on there because of the way I drive and it has supercharger. I'm sure there's one on there. If there isn't, I'll be surprised. But you got to take that into consideration. That takes oil, that fills up with oil, and the oil filter as well. Most people, you want to fill up the oil filter first before you put it on, and then you want to get that ring, that oil, that rubber ring. You want to get it. You want to oil it up, so when you tighten it, it doesn't bind up, and it seals up nice. That's what you want. So I ended up using the whole thing of Royal Purple, the whole 5 quarts, because everybody on the internet said that even though the recommendation says 4.5 quarts, it's always on the low side. They say it always takes 5 quarts. Everybody on the internet that runs these cars said for it to show on the dipstick, to actually show on the dipstick, it takes the whole 5 quarts. Which I put the whole 5 quarts in there, and it showed. It was still a little low. It was, so I put the whole thing of Lucas Oil. I put half of it in there. I drove around for 2 days. I've been pulling the dipstick just to check it. It's been good. And then this car dripped a little bit of oil. The guy said. It leaks a little bit of oil when I got it, which my uncle told me, you don't want to buy a car that leaks oil. I said, why not? The thing's running loose, man. You got to think, it's pushing all that pressure into the motor. It's going to leak somewhere. And if it's a small leak, I'm willing to live with it, especially if it's at the bottom. It's just it's going to be something stupid. And most of the time it's because the car is thin oil. If you run a little bit thicker oil, which these motors, they got the high mileage, you want to run a little bit thicker motor oil anyways. Well, the Lucas oil makes up for that. You can run the recommended oil, so because you want thin oil, you really don't want thick oil. You want to run the recommended oil. You want the oil to be thin to get between stuff. If it's too thick, it's got to push the oil out of the way too, you got to think about that. So the car ran with Mobil 1 synthetic its whole life, I believe. 5W20, that's the recommendation, which most cars I've owned has always been 5W30. This is the first car I've actually owned that took 5W20 specifically, which tells you that it's a high performance motor. It needed a little bit more. But with that Lucas oil, it helps cool it off. It actually helped quiet the motor. It helped it don't vibrate as much. It's more of a smooth, rev. You can feel it when you start it. When it starts, it doesn't shake as much. They're great for colder climates like the state of Michigan that I'm in. It keeps your engine from having like cold starts, that type of stuff. I'm at Starbucks, which I don't like spending a lot of money on coffee. I'd rather make the coffee, which I have coffee here in the car, but I don't have my coffee maker on the car, which I'm going to be that battery thing. I'm going to be making a custom coffee thing that I can make. So when I'm doing my videos, I'm out and I pull off to the side of the road, take pictures and stuff early in the morning. With me and my cat, I can at least make my coffee. I got bottles of water and stuff. Because my high metabolism, I have such a high metabolism, and I work out so much and I fast so much. When I don't have fluids, it fucks me up. I gotta have it when I need it, and I need it right now, and it's fucking me up. I had to wait to get money just to even get anything. Not cool.
Hi, what can I get started, please?
Good morning. May I have a large vanilla latte, please? Hot. Also, can I have an extra shot of espresso and vanilla as well, please?
Great. Anything else?
No, that'd be it.
Great. 747.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's how you order. Kindly. My dad would be a dick, dude. My two older brother's father. He always a dick when he gets food. Like, I would always hate ordering with him. Like, fucking, I feel like my shit's getting spinning. That's how he was, dude. can't stand that shit. I yell at them all the time, dude. You're fucking ignorant. Thank you. This is for tamales. The reason I'm getting tamales too, one, they're cheap. Two, I can eat 2 of them before and I have dinner too. You guys are about the best tamales, I'm telling you. You gotta come here. It's right down the street from here, so. Which loves, I got cat food, coffee, food for myself, $80, and then $20 for gas. And that leaves me with $20. Thank you. $80 gone that fast, you know? $30 already spent. Coffee and cat food, basically. I spent 20 on the cat. Cat was the first thing. Cat came before me. Cat food and that stuff. Alright. She's made strong. I like when they actually make it right, they actually put all the foam in there. I like going to certain Starbucks because they actually make it right, and some places don't. This one's kind of watery. It's strong though. It's gonna get me there. What it was is a lot of the people, they feel like they want to give you more coffee. Like you're getting gypped by them giving you the foam. So they'll scrape the foam off and give you more coffee, which is awesome. I understand why they do it. But I prefer to have all that foam in there. It tastes, it makes it, that's the reason why I get the latte. Otherwise, why would I spend $8 on a coffee? You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I spend $8 on this coffee, because I enjoy the coffee. Coffee gets me there. The latte, that vanilla latte with all the foam, it's an enjoyable experience. The buzz is nice. It gets me going, and I don't mind spending the $8 on it when it gets me there, you know, and I enjoy it. But when I go to places, I spend $8 and they fuck it up. It's upsetting because it's kind of expensive. I spend a lot of money at Starbucks. So I expect my drink to be correct. Expectations are expectations. And I expect all my people that work for me or with me for Jesus, I expect them to meet these expectations. Otherwise, we're going to have problems. Real serious problems. So, you gotta come here, man. Super Mikado. It's the best. I'm telling you, they make them and they keep them on the counter right next to the register. They keep a dozen or 2 for people like me that are coming in and coming out. But we're gonna go in there and actually do a video and stuff. There's beautiful women there too. If you like Spanish women like me. There's only one woman I want, and that's Margarita. Lago. Fucking miss her so much. This car is so expensive. Sounds so good. Michigan. It's gonna hurt leaving here. I gotta go though. Lord's telling me to go. I got things to do. I gotta make it to LA eventually, the city of angels. Very important place though, you know, biblically. LA is really, really important. We'll be speaking about it eventually. Talking about it, prophetically speaking about it. listen, it's not that fast. It's responsive, it's quick. It's like a little gnat. You know, a little fucking gnat you can't hit, you know, it's annoying, quick as fuck. Can't catch it type shit. That's a fly. Exactly what this little thing is. It's like an annoying little fucking fly. The noise and everything pisses everybody off. It scoots around. Fantastic. Passive. Not paying attention, talking on the phone. That's fine. I'm enjoying my coffee, so. This place, you gotta stop by. You'll kind of see it in the window. It's called Hush. If you're ever in Michigan and you like haunted houses, it's a car shop. They build cars and stuff. But on Halloween, every fall, they turn their little lot, their building in their lot into a Halloween thing, and they make buku money doing it. But it's pretty cool. They always got a really good setup. There's not too many ones where like I can bring girls and they get scared shitless and grab onto me. That's one of them, where the girls grab onto you. Garden City, Michigan, Ratcliffe Center. We're going to see if I can cut through. It said Ratcliffe. It's called Radcliffe. Yeah, we can cut through here. Should kind of known that. I used to ride my bike over here a long time ago. My dad had a friend named Bill that his parents had a house over here. My dad would come see him all the time. I'd be over here. My bike would always be in the back of the truck when I was a teenager. I'd just grab my bike out the truck and take off. The food I'm on right now. This morning, the way the sun is and everything this morning, the way I had my coffee and how I woke up and everything, it really, really hurt me not being in Lago today. Everything just reminded me of Margarita today. It reminded me of my wedding morning, of my day, not wedding morning, but the day I proposed to Margarita. Only one I've ever proposed to, man. What? Uh-oh. I just found something really nice. Holy fuck. Alright. I'm surprised it's parked on the grass. Look at that. The only car I haven't owned that I want. I had an S14, I've owned many 240s. I've owned many S chassis, many S chassis. That's an S chassis, a Datsun. That's my dream car, just so everyone knows. That's the car that I will be building eventually, with an RB motor. It's gonna have an RB26 in it. It's gonna be fully done the correct way. It's gonna be all Sylvia, everything. Everything. It's going to be done right. It's not going to be drifted. It's going to be done professionally, built, just like this car, the Focus I'm in. Everybody I see, they don't build them right, man. They slam them, they make them look cool, you know, and they drive the piss out of them, and they beat the fuck out of them. They don't ever set up a proper real car. This is a proper street car that I am driving. It can handle the road. And it's safe to drive. All these cars you see a lot on YouTube and shit, they're modified, they're shit. Listen, they're shit. I know what I'm speaking about. That's a nice car. It has a lot of potential. And I like that it has the old gold style fucking wheels. I wonder if they're gonna. I bet you they just got it, but it bothers me. It's on the. Really, really bothers me they have it in the grass, which tells me that it might be for sale. Which it's the right color too. Every single sports car I've ever owned personally for myself that I haven't like bought to flip or make money on has always been red with a black hood. And it's funny, it's red with a black bumper and black sides. And it's my dream car. I better get going. I'm hungry. I gotta get going before I go knock on the door. It's a nice car. So basically this place is right across the street from CSL Plasma, the Ollie's place that I was just at. Which you gotta go in the back door if I remember correctly. Which it's right here. So I did put on the right block. I seen a bunch of Mexicans in the corner, and they all look like they're ready to come for work. Yeah, to get some tamales. Oh, this place got the best tamales, man. I'm telling you, the tamales does not get any better here. And the reason why I say come here too is not only is it a market, they have a restaurant. You can actually sit down and eat as well. And I haven't sat down to eat yet. I want to. I might, not today, but I might come back here and eat. Let me put the camera on the actual Nimble. Go get some footage of this place. Maybe they won't kick me out. They were friendly people last time I was in here, so ever since I've been coming in here, I haven't gone to anywhere else for any tamales, and I haven't had any in probably about 2 months now, a month. Last time I had some, I bought a dozen. I gave half a dozen to my boy at the dispensary. I went up there and fucking, he just looked hungry, man. Like, you could tell he was worn out and tired. Black guy. He always hooks me up there and looks out for me and shit, give me deals, that type of shit. And he's always like I've been in situations where like I like smoking my good pot and I don't have enough money, and he's like literally like he could tell like I'm stressing out about it, and he come to me like, Retro, bro, like I know how you are. I know you only like smoking good weed, but like I'm telling you, man, it's just $15, but it's just as good. Like, get it, you know? And I look at him, I'm like, all right, only because you said it. And every time he's done this, it's always worked out. So I listen to the man when that man tells me to do something, I do it. Because I know that he's not leading me wrong. He's not steering me wrong. He's saving me money for a reason. The spirit is working through him at that moment, and it's telling me like, okay, obviously I need this money. I'm saving money for a reason, for something else at this moment. And it's happened. Like I've gone in there where I've had money. I didn't need to save money, and he's saved me money. And I ended up needing that money later on that day for something else. That's how the spirit works, man. It's always been like that. So, we're gonna go in there. I just wanted to grab a 20. I think it's $11 for a dozen. I forget exactly, so that's why I grabbed the 20. My cat's happy. She ate, so. There we go. That's better. She's always sleeping back there. So I was gonna get a Mexican flag for the back, but since I have the Mexican blanket up there, I'm okay. Once Margot comes, if she wants to put a flag on here, she can. She's more than welcome to. Yeah. I gotta do a lot today, man. I'm hoping to sell this truck today. And the reason why is I wanted to keep it and use it for storage. I want to keep it, build it for Margarita, but I'm gonna be leaving, man. I don't want the stress of having a storage unit and paying for it after I leave. I really don't. I don't. Plus, I need the money. Eric really kind of just fucked me over, having me work for 3 weeks and only paying me half the money he was supposed to pay me. So therefore, basically all the money that I just got was already spent because of the 3 weeks. I was planning on using that other half to get ahead. Now I'm behind again because of people taking advantage of me. Therefore, I gotta sell something of mine again because of someone else to get myself out of a situation. This is why I'm tired of working for people. I'm sick of it. I don't even really want to work at Papa John's right now, but I have a job tomorrow starting at 4 delivering pizza again. But it gets me food right away, and this person, I really believe, his name is Brand, I really believe it's going to work out for the 6 months that I'm trying to commit left to stay in Michigan, to tie up everything and get the business, officially afloat, the organization. It takes a lot. That's why I'm doing these videos, to show everyone that how hard it is to do something by yourself. I've had multiple businesses. It's not easy to start over again, especially when shit's been taken from you. You get discouraged. I've lost whole businesses, man. Multiple. I've lost it all many times because of myself and women and family. So the tamales, usually they're up here. It's early in the morning, so they're just now getting cooked. They might not even have them yet. They might not even have them yet. I'm excited though. I'm telling you, the best tamales are here. Best tamales. I'm gonna go walk around. I'll show you guys around. They got the piñatas. It's not a true place. It's not a true Mexican place unless it has piñatas, okay? If you don't see piñatas, they're not Mexican. It smells so good in here. It smells like margarita. It smells like home. Just the smell of food in the morning. She was the only woman I've ever been with that would get up before me and have food already cooking. The house is already clean. And I didn't even have to ask. I didn't even have to say it. It's just done. And I clean too. I don't, between me and her, there was nothing ever dirty. It was never, can you do the dishes or I do the dishes? No, we did the dishes together. Every time we ate, we did the dishes after. There was never any dirty dishes in the home. There was never anything to pick up in the home. Because we were always content with each other and happy with each other. It moved really well. Therefore, I'm missing her. I didn't even have to speak. She knew what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what I needed, when I needed it, because we were spiritually connected. And that's hard to find. And she was the first woman I found in my life that where it all evolved around food. And she would be in here right now looking at all these right now. She'd be going through these right now, looking through all these chilies. She'd be going crazy right now. I miss her so much. She'd be going through all this. This is all of her stuff. She knows all this stuff. She'll be able to tell you all that's why I miss her, man. And this is why it's so important for me to get her. To get her back in my life. Everyone. It's because she's going to be so beneficial to this channel. She's going to be the channel. Listen, man, once you guys meet her and see her, you're not even going to want anything to do with me. You guys are going to be like, fuck retro. we don't care about what he has to say. All we want to see is Margarita. And you'll understand why when you meet her. Her heart is so beautiful. It just shines so bright, and she's so intelligent. She's the first woman to blow my mind intelligently. She speaks 3 languages, and she can tell me everything about all of this stuff, where it came from, what it's good for, if it's good to eat, how to prepare it, all that stuff. It blew my mind. This woman. These things are creeping me out. Dry shrimps with the shells and the eyes and stuff. Fuck that. I would not eat that. She would make this though and somehow make it edible. And I would be to eat it. I would be to eat it. I'm telling you, she would be able to make it edible. And I wouldn't be scared to eat it. That's another thing. She was the first woman to be able to teach me Spanish quickly, fluently, and also prepare food for me and show me how to do it without fighting and me picking up really fast. I've never been able to find anyone that can teach me like that, and let alone everyone else. So therefore, I'm starting a school. The app will be translating a lot of languages and stuff. The app that I'm going to be rolling out. We're also opening a school for children, for ethnic children, to learn different languages: French, Spanish, and English. She will be running this school. It'll be like a Bible fellowship in a sense, for ethnic women and children. That are coming from, Mexico over to the United States. And she'll be able to help you. She's going to be like the gateway in a sense, She'll be able to help you with paperwork and where to go and, all that type of stuff. She'll be able to help you with your children, period. We're going to be doing weddings together and basically helping people plan weddings and travel. So eventually, that's basically what I'm going to be doing mostly with her, is working with her to get her company set up to work with children. I'll be working with that as much as I can to get all that set up, which she'll be able to share all that stuff with you guys more. But for the most part, it'll just be basically she'll be, you'll be able to contact her and she'll be able to help you with whatever situation you need with your children as you travel. And for any instances, and I'm excited. I want to try these. Peruli soft candy lollipops. They look really good. Made in Mexico. Contains 35 pieces. St. Paula. Keep me upright. I could melt. The reason why they look good is they look real. They're on $20. They're like little cones. I love places like this, man. I love trying new things. I gotta go get tamales though. I gotta have food for later. That's why I'm coming to get the tamales. So the restaurant is on that side. You can go over there and you can eat and stuff. It's amazing. So I'm gonna ask if they have any tamales. How you doing? Do you have any tamales cooked yet? Yeah. I know it's still early.
Yeah, probably a couple more minutes, probably 15 minutes. Almost.
Listen, I'm gonna go hang out in my car.
Okay.
I just told everybody that you have the best tamales in the world.
Thank you.
So it's worth waiting for.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, a couple more minutes, probably like 10, 15 minutes.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, they have the best tamales, bro. He said 10, 15 minutes. I know it's early. Listen, like I said, they keep them here. They have a little box. They're like right here, and they keep them warm so you can get them and you can go out. You guys will see. So I'm gonna go get off. I'm gonna go smoke, roll up a joint, hang out with my cat in the car, message people. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, find a pisser, and then I'll upload this and I'll show you guys tamales, how good these things are.